Hello, viewers. Join us on Wild Battle as we venture deep into the wilderness to capture the intense rivalries, animal clashes, and captivating predator-prey interactions. Camels are truly desert kings. They are not as gentle as they may seem at first glance. Look at how this tyrannical animal deals with a small donkey. The camel bites its neck with sharp teeth, lifts it in the air, and throws it to the ground, accompanied by a menacing roar. A passerby who witnessed a conflict between a monitor lizard and a group of stray dogs captured a dramatic scene. The fearless reptile fought off the 4 dogs surrounding it. The monitor lizard attacked the weakest opponent and showed that it meant business. However, the lightning-fast attack did not deter the dogs, and they continued barking at their formidable adversary. A fairly large crocodile was simply basking in the sun by the roadside. Within a few seconds, a horse from a nearby grazing herd decided to attack the predator and struck it twice with powerful hoof blows. The reptile was likely taken aback by such behavior and only started retreating towards thickets after the second attempt. The elephants arrived at the watering hole, unaware of the deadly danger awaiting them. As soon as a young elephant eagerly reached out for the water, it was swiftly attacked by the hungry crocodile, latching onto its trunk with a death grip. If it weren't for the intervention of the herd leader, the outcome would have been disastrous. The European hare wanted to practice high jumps as if preparing for the Olympic Games. Doing it alone was boring, so it found a way out of the situation. It decided to involve a dangerous reptile, which clearly had different plans for the long-eared jumper. The battle between the two giants is a fight to the death. Neither of them is willing to retreat and lose the title of superior. It's understandable from their perspective, but what's even more surprising is the absolute calmness of the other horned observers towards such a fierce brawl. It's as if it doesn't concern them at all. The snake wanted to bask in the warm sun, so it lay down to rest on the road. Suddenly, a tough-eared troublemaker appeared on the horizon, doing everything possible to make the reptile deeply regret its decision. But the rabbit found it quite amusing. And here you see a zebra caught in the jaws of a crocodile. It grabbed its leg and held onto it, not allowing it to get out of the water. Most likely, it would have ended sorrowfully for the zebra if the curious hippos hadn't intervened in the fight. They began stomping on the crocodile, who was lying on the bottom, and forced the crocodile to let the victim go. Only in this way was the poor zebra able to make it onto dry land, although with damaged legs, but alive. Next is a slightly funny pigeon incident that took place in St. James Park in London, where the pelicans reside. One of the pelicans was starving and decided to eat a pigeon. Pelicans sometimes eat small birds, but they can even swallow a whole duck or a large fish. In our case, the meal was a success. The pigeon had almost no chance to get out. All of this was happening in front of a crowd of visitors who cheered the pigeon on in every way possible, yelling, "Get out!" But it never heeded their hints. One of the onlookers was 44-year-old photographer Paul, who captured the drama. According to him, after eating one pigeon, the pelican caught another and did the same to it. In this footage, you'll see how the fearsome Komodo dragon predator has spotted easy prey, the possum's nest. It is one of the most dangerous lizards in the world, with a powerful set of teeth and jaws used to tear apart its prey. In addition, it has a secret weapon in its arsenal, deadly venom. Possums, on the other hand, are very fearful and small marsupial animals, running away or pretending to be dead at any danger. But when it comes to protecting the nest and offspring, the female possum, like any mother, fiercely defends its children from the lizard. It bit the Komodo dragon's tail as hard as it could and chased it away from the nest. I think that it did not have time to eat anyone, because after the attack on its tail, it only thought of how to turn and run away. Orcas never tire of distinguishing and surprising with their intelligence and cleverness. Scientists from the research center observed orcas in western Antarctica. If a seal is hiding on an ice floe, and thus is out of the predator's reach, several orcas attack this rookery, creating powerful waves that either wash away the victim or split the ice floe itself. As soon as the seal is in the water, the animals in the whole gang try to eat it, but the nimble seal manages to climb back up. In total, zoologists observed 14 attacks, in 12 of which orcas adopted the tactics of killer waves. Reports of similar killer whale tricks have appeared before, but they were rare and isolated observations. Leopard versus bird. The diet of the leopard usually consists of hoofed animals, but sometimes this predator can eat rodents, monkeys, as well as birds and snakes. In this episode, you can see all the agility of this beautiful animal. It managed to catch a bird even in a tree. It will not attack a human being, but if you disturb the animal, especially if it's wounded, the leopard will definitely attack, and the consequences can be sorrowful. History knows a sad case from the beginning of the 20th century in India, when a rabid leopard killed more than 130 people, and this is only official data. At night, it used to sneak into houses and yards of people and kill them on the spot. The naive and trusting primate apparently decided to take a dip. However, it had no idea that a toothy threat would be upon it instantly. The alligator quickly clamped onto the monkey, and it seemed that nothing could change the situation. But suddenly, at the last moment, the predator inexplicably changed its mind. The deer found itself in a real trap, as it had to swim to reach the nearest shore. Aware of the danger of being eaten by predators, it still dared to jump into the water. The crocodile's reaction was not long in coming, and it lunged at its prey. However, help came from where no one expected. The cheetah was chasing after a wild pig for a long time, eager to taste it. But help arrived, and at the perfect moment, by the way. As a result, with the piglets coming together in a small group, the course of events changed completely. It's well known that cheetahs are the fastest runners, but the fact that they're capable of such astonishing leaps in height was hard to imagine. Wildcats often subject buffaloes to exhausting pursuits, and when the horned animals take some time to catch their breath, the cats deliver crushing blows. However, it doesn't always go that way. Regularly, the predators risk receiving a powerful blow to the abdomen or resort to fleeing, biding their time on a tree to wait for a safer moment. The crocodile, with its mouth open, seemed to entice the curious snake, and as soon as it approached, the toothy predator attempted to attack. However, its intended victim turned out to be no easy target and quickly seized the initiative. Realizing that the battle would be too fierce for both of them, the reptiles decided to part ways. Attacking a lone individual with a whole group may not be humane. However, such a notion doesn't seem to bother the lion pride. The lions pounce on the buffalo, aiming to sink their claws deep into its skin and bring it down. It could have ended tragically for the unfortunate buffalo, but unexpectedly, its fellow herd members came to the rescue, and they certainly gave a good beating to the assailants. The fox had a simple and clear plan to have a satisfying meal, but it became a part of the food chain itself, as a predatory bird had already set its sights on it. The eagle swiftly attacked its prey, sinking its sharp talons into it. But miraculously, the redhead managed to break free. Not many animals would dare to provoke a venomous snake intentionally. But this furry creature is not among the timid 10. It assumes a dominant position and actively tries to engage its opponent. Finally, it even drives the reptile into retreat. Thank you for watching this video on Wild Battle. To stay engaged with our upcoming content featuring animal rivalries, battles, and hunting scenes, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment to let us know what you enjoyed most.